Diaz and Conor McGregor. What did you think of that press conference, first of all?
I thought it was pretty good. Nate was one of the first guys that you actually see getting into Conor's head a little bit, when he talking about the steroids, bullshit, and all this. I liked it. Nate was putting a little Marshawn Lynch on him, not really giving him much to work with. And, that's the way you got to be. You got to get back in his face. Got too often, too many guys try and play he's talking shit, so let me not say anything, That's only going to work for so long, You switch it up, adapt, do something else. And if you can get into his head right back, then fuck it. It is what it is. And I think Nate's just been around Nate, people think Nate's such a tough dude. Let's be honest. Nate's a white boy from California. I never met a white boy from California that I felt was a gangster. But he can come back. I know. You prime example of it. So.
Everybody wanted to see RDA and Conor go. Do you think that this was a wise choice by the UFC, knowing that Nate's not afraid to engage verbally with him?
Yeah. It's definitely a big money fight, and it's and from the UFC's perspective, it's not as much risk, losing to Cash Cow and Conor. It makes sense. It's good business, but because I think they know that Nate's not going to be in shape. And on the other video, I called for the upset, but that's if Nate comes into shape. Nate was out here partying 10 days ago, so I don't know. It's gonna be hard. If he got a round in him, I think he can give him some trouble. But for the UFC perspective, it's a smart business move. It's the safest fight for the most money.
And last thing on that, how do you think Conor will handle the much bigger fighter than him?
How will he handle him?
Yeah.
I think the kicks will be a big factor in it. Nate can't kick for shit. He doesn't do well with kicks, and Conor is a really big kicker. I think it's going to be harder for Conor to back him up so he can get those kicks off. But once Nate gets a little tired and Conor starts backing him up, he's going to throw those kicks off and, might put him out of his misery. But if it goes to the ground, if Nate can keep pushing forward, keep that boxing in his face, then, might work out good. I think it's going to be a great fight either way. He might come out, pull like some Nick Diaz shit, lay on the ground and, turn his back to him, do all crazy shit. So I'm going to watch,